Okay, everybody, so the end is near. I've got this particular part 99% complete. The one thing I'm missing right now is a feature right there in the print. It's on the back. It's just a little slot that the ID number, the project ID number for the speed handle needs to be stamped in there. Okay. Now, obviously, I was assuming you'd be using hand stamps for this after you've taken out of the CNC machine and actually literally stamped, with the physical steel stamps. However, there's a possibility you could get a engraving tool and actually engrave within that pocket as well. I'm going to be doing hand stamps, so obviously this pocket is needed for orientation and alignment. Now, first of all, it is not on the top view, right? So this is the top of the part, right? It is actually on the bottom here. So I'm going to cycle around until I can view the bottom side of my part. It goes right on there. So right on here, I am going to start a new sketch. That was weird. It just inverted me, but I can deal with that. All right. So basically what I want to do here is create a slot, okay, and use the center point slot. The easiest way to create this feature is to use the center point slot because you're going to orient the entire slot when you start from the actual, the true center of the slot that you're setting up. So I'm going to hit center point slot, and I'm going to use my cursor here, start dragging it around, and I need to find my center point. So basically, there we go. Once I've got that where I can see a dotted line going to my upper and lower arcs and to my side circles, that's my center point. Click once. Then I'm going to need to click again here when I'm at the halfway distance between the start and the end point of the arc, or start and the end point of the slot. That's 0.4125, which is half of because the print says 8.825. 4125, and then I drag up to 0.250. That is now in the exact perfect place. I don't have to manipulate it. There's not a lot of features here, and there's not a lot of settings that allow you to put this in place other than aligning it by center points, because there's no straight sides to align this to easily and quickly. All right. So once that's in place, finish your sketch. I'm going to go to an angle view so that when I do this extrude, I can make sure it's doing what I need it to. All right, so I'm going to extrude it into the part, and my distance, according to this, is 0.062, otherwise known as 1/16 of an inch. It's negative. Boom. That is where you are going to place either after this. You'd have to write your ID number there, at least, and engrave it using the CNC machine, or what I think is going to be more common, because you're not going to wait to get your ID number for the competition before you put it in. You're probably going to put this pocket in, and then you're going to hand stamp it afterwards. Your hand stamps would go in here, type it in nice, and it's on the back of the part when you're finished, so it doesn't show on your completed tool. If there's questions, obviously let me know. But yeah, that's last step.